Blackfoot Community Church here in Jackson. But I also work with a Spanish church here in town called the International Christian Church. That's the English name, which we never refer to it as, except in mixed company. The Spanish name is Iglesia Cristiana Internacional, which meets at the Community Bible Church. There are 3 major Spanish churches in town with several minor ones. Minor ones, rough classification is that they still meet in a home, they're minor. But there are 3 of a size big enough where one meets at River Crossing, and a newer one, an independent charismatic church called Christian Life Center, meets at the Presbyterian Church. So you have a Presbyterian church and a charismatic Hispanic group, and they're enjoying that mix, I'm sure. We don't usually think of Presbyterians as charismatic, but they've got some now. We see Hispanics everywhere in town. Part of the reason my wife and I moved to Jackson from Laramie, which is the promised land, and Jackson is still getting used to. Yeah, that's right.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're trying to bring wind with us so we may feel more. Part of the biggest reason we chose Jackson was because the high number of Hispanics that live here. There are more Hispanics per capita in Jackson by far than any other town. Our school district, just the free public schools, are 45% Hispanic. So if you go into a classroom in Davy Jackson Elementary or Coulter or junior high or high school, you will see half of the kids don't have blonde hair or brown hair. They have black hair or some shade there in between. So we have Hispanics everywhere. But their ministries are not often seen by us because of the language barrier, but they're there and they're thriving. Not only are they there, but the mission is serving many Hispanics as well. Not only through working with other Spanish ministries in town, well, Spanish like the Latino Resource Center and El Puente and those kind of things, but also the mission feeds Hispanic people. If you go on almost any given night during dinner, you will see 1 to 3 Hispanic people. We all know them by name. They're regulars. They're people who are single, working. They don't have time to go home and cook. They all have 2 jobs, and so they come and eat supper at the mission. Then there's the Totes of Hope, which serves mostly, if I'm not mistaken, Georgia, Hispanic toddlers. I guess that's preschoolers. And it brings food in for their entire household. So these little preschoolers are becoming little breadwinners. On the weekends, they bring home a little backpack full of food for the whole family. Isn't that amazing? How those little kids must feel important because they're responsible for feeding their family during part of the week. And then as well, they house people. There was a man there for more than a year who needed help getting rid of his marijuana and alcohol habit. And he found that help in the mission. Even though the mission is completely in English, there's no one on staff at the mission that speaks Spanish except Chuck, Georgia, and Brad. And they all speak it. I think collectively you guys speak about 4 words. No, that's not true. They speak more than that. But with the limited Spanish they have and the limited English he had, he successfully was able to kick his habit and live there and have a life of integrity. So this morning this afternoon we brought a man who's my good friend. We work together with a youth group, a Spanish youth group in town, and we work together in the International Christian Church. His name is Christian Rosas, like the Spanish word for roses, and his wife Lisette. His son Emiliano is sitting there. And we're going to sing a song for you together. This is one we sing very commonly at the Spanish church. And Christian speaks English. If you have any questions for him, he would enjoy talking to you afterwards. His wife does not speak any, so her eyes will get real big when you speak English. And Christian will translate for you. Read out the words for us, Dale. I forgot 100%. words for the song we're going to sing. It's the one that's not in English.
In conclusion,
I think we left it in the back.
We may have also got